Hello, today we have a video where I want to discuss some of the intricacies of a map. You want to know your map when you play it. You want to know what are the features of the map that distinguish it from others, and what are the strategies that could work on a map like this. So we're on Glitters. It's a very popular map. Glitters is a 8v8 map, and it's a very sweaty map along this mid line. The mexes are very close together, and everyone will bunch up together in this box area. And it's a very sweaty back and forth fight in this area. It's very contested. So what are some of the things of the map that make it different than others is that there's actually a mex imbalance on this map. So if I draw a line like this and a line like this, there's actually fewer mexes in these boxes compared to the plane. So the mountainsides have less mexes than the plains. This actually matters because if you're on this box side, and you're like this player, you will have access to 4, maybe 5 mexes, while your opponent will have access to all these mexes, okay? It's a +4 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, +8 mex versus like lane versus lane, right? So what this actually means is you don't have 4 backliners. You actually need this player to frontline with the player in front, because otherwise this lane is going to be really bad for this player, right? He cannot frontline alone, because if he frontlines alone against this player, he will lose. He has a significant mass lead, and it's mirrored across the side. There is one weird thing about Glitters is that this side isn't a mirror of this side for some reason. And I think this actually hurts this side more, because you see how there's no like the gap here forces the player to the mountain player to defend this choke right here. If he defends this choke, nothing can get by, right? Whereas if this player defends too far out here, he's likely to get run by from behind. So he has to defend right over here, right? Instead of out here, he has to defend back here. Or that's the like natural inclination. If he's rich enough, he can defend both sides, right? But it's kind of a slight disadvantage for the bottom side, in my opinion. So if you're, but that being said, this is a two-way street. I've actually won games where I had my units just run through here, because it's a double-edged sword. It kind of hurts both players. I would think it hurts the player with the less economy more, but if you're able to have the soldiers and you just go in and you get to the base and you destroy that, that's really game-winning. I literally won a game just because I ran my units through that hole, which can't be said for this side. So that's something to consider. So on this map, you will have 1, 2, 3 backliners, and it's up to you how many eco players or how many true backliners you can have. You can have an air player, you can have eco player. I sometimes like to do nukes on this map. You can very easily do 6 mex nukes. I think I had a video on this where I had like this position. I'm doing some really bad circles here. I had these mexes, which is 6 mexes, and I was able to get a nuke at like 15 minutes. Maybe you could have one more, but you know, you could. The distance from the backliners is pretty large, so you know, and you have a lot of frontliners. It's very hard to do run-bys. This is where you can do run-bys, and over here it's much harder to do run-bys. So hopefully that helps you learn some things. So maybe if I run through some of the positions again, if you're on this side again, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I would say 5 frontliners at the minimum. I don't think this place should play eco. I've seen a lot of games where this guy does eco and the front just dies, and then this just dies. So yeah, please frontline on the mountainsides. I like to just slap my commander onto this position, just because I know that if I put it there, I'm going to play front, and that way we'll have a balanced game. Yeah. I don't know what else to say besides that it's really sweaty mid lane. Artillery is really good. Already takes at the start. And that good luck on Glitters, because it's a very sweaty map. All right, thanks for watching. These are kind of quick because it's just me talking about the map and some of the things I've noticed, which, you know, they're not going to be too long. All right, thanks for watching.